everybody, it's MK, and I am trying vlogging for the first time. If you know me, you know that I wrote a blog for a long time every week. Then I did a podcast weekly. Then I did a newsletter once a week, and now I'm vlogging, but I won't be doing this once a week. But I thought I'd give it a shot. And I decided to do this because I have a pretty comical story. At least it's very typical of me and the kinds of things that I do. So this morning after church, I decided, I think I'm going to go to Southport. I've heard everybody talk about taking the ferry over to that, how it's so cute. And I thought, I'm going to do that. So I plugged it into my GPS, and 30, 40 minutes later, I arrive at the outskirt of town. And I thought, where's the ferry? So I see signs for the ferry, and I follow them, and I get in line for like 30 minutes. And then I get on the ferry, and it's, 30, 40 minutes across. And I get off, and I realize that I am in Fort Fisher. And I literally just did the opposite direction of what I was trying to do. And I thought, well, I could get upset about this, or I can enjoy the day and make the most of it. So I drove up the coast a little bit, found a cute little restaurant where it sits right on the beach, sat outside, even though it's super windy here, and enjoyed my lunch while looking at the ocean. And then I journaled for a little bit, and I was thinking about how I have talked a lot about resting in the pause, and how Dr. Seuss's book talks about the waiting place. You know, the book, Oh, the Places She'll Go. And if you're familiar with that book, you know that that section is all about those times in our lives when we are waiting for something to happen. We're waiting to go somewhere, waiting to do something, waiting for somebody else, waiting for a job, who knows? But we're waiting. And often we're impatient, we feel out of control, and we want things to start happening. And since my car accident, I felt that way a lot. And one of the things that came out in my journaling today was not just resting in the pause, but really soaking in this time. Because there will come a time when I have lots going on, when I potentially am stressed out again, when I have lots of demands on me. And so for now, while I'm still figuring everything out, I get to come to the beach, I get to hang out with friends, I get to volunteer and see classical music and Broadway shows, and I get to do mission work. And those are all things that I get to do because I'm resting in the pause and I'm embracing this time in my life. So if you are resting in the pause, if you're in that waiting place, I hope that you too can stop and embrace what this life has to offer you right now in this moment and enjoy it for what it is. Thanks.